Angeles, California. It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the 512th and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one. Between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Utah U, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. They're only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. They're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yards because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 39. Herbert now. That's a game complete to Palmer. 3 yards to gain there, second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw. As here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun of Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's blocked it. Can't do anything for 4. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Stafford, and that nearly an interception here on his opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Steps away to his left, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here comes the Rams punter now. DeAndre Carter back deep. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now a second down and 6. Herbert. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. This is going to be incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. Now last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And as these guys enter playing Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number 1 path to get in there, and they can get that done in this game.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll walk it across midfield inside the 45. One unit I know you want to watch is the offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now run, this is Darrell Henderson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And one only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Stafford. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a hook on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run for their assignments and finish on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Higby secures it over the middle. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 72 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now, being the defensive coordinator all week long, hey, how about if you more touches. He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the right and pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Come on, now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. Buying time to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Touchdown. It's complete. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the air. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's gone, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. So out come the Chargers. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, they told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute it. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Herbert. Down middle, it's complete. It's Palmer. And he's going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it brings up fourth down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keen on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they get it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did win, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7, or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
Now a play fake at Stafford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring it down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up to the 3rd and long. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
They wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here comes Carter. A 36-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take them. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert has him locked free. And the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to score. Touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're bridging 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop it behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in this first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're like basketball teams, and they normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield straight. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled it up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 4. Here's Herbert. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This is Spiller. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last one got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating for the gun. Herbert looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Herbert, this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Trump, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Stafford. Will dump this off to Akers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best plan, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Stafford. To the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And open is Robinson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, it's Akers. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Stafford looking up with Akers. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
First down at Stafford. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hold on. 2nd down coming up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Day is on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. This is swung out to Eckler. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That could really be demoralizing.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Herbert on first down now. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the score will stay right where it is. The long distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on out and trying to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. You caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they'll get it down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. To start the third quarter on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Walk out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to burn down. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 2nd down and 3. On the grab, this is Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Right back to Akers. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
They have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Henderson. And he's going to take this one for the Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter drive right down the field to extend their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That one in the books has a 12-play drive. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flush to his right. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. Nifty move. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Here's Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Eckler. And tough sledding. And get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's Williams on the catch. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here is Eckler. Down to about the 22 here. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Spiller. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 37. Hopkins' kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Step right up like a pro.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now Stafford. Robinson's got it. The Rams on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards at boot so far as this one's away. On the return, Carter. Well, it was a 36-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he'll go down the number 4, getting us inside the 30. Big game that time for the Chargers. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On second down, Eckler. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 58 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Well, defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right, they're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
First and 10 at the 11. Now Eckler. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Will give this one to Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Herbert, and it's caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from knocking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stafford going to give this to Akers. This will go for 5 up to the 33. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Stafford now to throw. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A couple of 1st downs as the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. He'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of the face mask, I think.
No, these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. A give for Henderson running to the right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 11. Now a run with Akers. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They're bringing us about right now with convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the gun on 3rd down, Stanford. Pressure on Cloud, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chris Rumph, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. For the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the 27, Holder, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for L.A. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get your reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on a return. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a solid camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up and they tend to play well.
Flushed out right. And a 42-yard line here, brought down there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Helping with just a field goal, that's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Los Angeles, they run their record to 13-3 now on the year. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.